Hello everybody, this is Radha. Welcome back to my channel CYR is English. In this video, we are going to talk about the how to change imperative sentences into indirect speech. This video is direct and indirect speech part 3. In previous video, we have discussed how to change questions into indirect speech, right? But in this video, let's learn how to change requests, commands, orders and some negative imperatives into indirect speech. So, let's get started. Imperative sentences contain requests, commands or orders, advice, suggestions, so on. Isn't it? Imperative sentences means we can see the commands, the requests, some instructions, some orders and so on. So these type of sentences are called imperative sentences. We have already learned the different types of sentences, right? Assertive, negative and imperative sentence and exclamative sentences. So this imperative sentence is one of the types of sentence. So here requests, commands and orders. When such sentences come, how to change them into indirect speech. Okay. And one more thing is, in such sentences, the subject is not shown. The subject is not written because the you subject is understood. It is implied. In these sentences, subject you is implied. For example, I'll tell you, if I ask someone, close the door, that is imperative sentence, right? Open the book, imperative sentence. It means you open the book, you close the door. So, you is understood. That's why I mentioned here you is implied. It is suggested, it is not written in the sentence. So that is you is understood. It will be there. Next, what are the rules to be followed when we change imperative into indirect speech? And here we have 4 rules. 1, 2, 3, 4 rules. What are that 4 rules? Let's see. In imperative sentences, the reporting verbs are like told, asked, requested, ordered, commanded, urged, demanded, advised, suggested, etc. See, in reporting verbs, we will use such reporting verbs. We can use told, asked, demanded, urged, requested, advised, suggested. So, these kind of reporting verbs can be used. Okay. See, when we talked about the statements and we used only told or said, right? And when we talked about questions and mostly we used asked, sometimes inquired, right? But in imperative sentences and we have many options. So we can use ordered, commanded, requested, asked, urged like this. That is all depend upon the speaker's intention and sense of the sentence. Okay. Next rule is, in requests and commands we use infinitive to plus verb. Verb means base form of verb when change it into indirect speech. This is very important. Okay. In requests and commands, we have to use infinitive. What is this? Infinitive. See, in commands, we have to use infinitive. What is infinitive? We all know about that. Infinitive, a preposition plus verb became infinitive, right? To plus verb, for example, to come, to go, to drink, such words are called infinitives. So this is second rule, right? What is third rule? If the imperative sentence is in negative, if the imperative sentence is negative, if there is the words like don't, that is negative, right? Don't go to school, don't open the book. So these are all negative imperative sentences, right? If you find such sentences, we have to use the word not or not to. Okay? Is used. So this is to be remembered. If there is any negative sentences, we have to use not, and we don't use do forms as it is in reported speech. Next, rule number 4. If the sentence starts with let, the word let us go, let's do this, let me go, such words, such type of sentences. Let in the sense of proposal or suggestion. Let's have a cup of tea. That is like a proposal, right? So, see, if you find such type of sentences, then what have to do? We may use should. This is very important. We have to use should in reported speech. And if the word let does not express proposal, if the word let does not express proposal, and if it is in singular, we have to use might or might be. Might or might be in reported speech. So, and I hope you understood these 4 rules. You have to keep these 4 rules in your mind. Then it will be easy to change the sentences into indirect speech. Okay, so these are the 4 rules. Now, let's start to do some exercises. So, here we have some exercises regarding imperative sentences. Okay, the first one, DS means direct speech. Okay, this is direct speech sentence. He said to me, come here. Understand? He said to me, come here. First, before going to do that exercises, you have to make sure whether the sentence is in order or commanding or requesting and so on. Okay. See, it seems like just instruction, right? And also can be commanding. Come here. So that's all depends upon the speaker tone on intention. Okay. See here, he said to me, come here. We can say that in 2 ways, right? Hey, come here. Okay. That's something like order or commanding tone. And we can simply say just for instruction, come here. Okay. So that is all depends upon the speaker intention and tone. Okay. So here I have taken this as just instruction. Okay. See, he told me. Okay. He, right, as it is, and said became told. This is what we call reporting verb, right? Said became told, and to is removed and me is written as it is. Then, see what is the second rule? Remember, if there is any commands or requests or instructions, we have to use the infinitive, isn't it? The second rule. So I used infinitive here. This is what we call infinitive. to go, to come, to drink, to dare. So these words are called infinitive. To plus verb, base form or root form of verb. To go. Okay. He told me to go there. Why I have written go here? Because as per some expression changing, come became go here, isn't it? We have learned that in previous class. Some expressions will be changed. For example, now become, then here becomes there, okay, and today becomes that day. So we have learned such expressions in previous class, right? As per that rule, come became go here, okay. Then here again the changing expressions, here became there, okay. So he said to me, come here. So it is absolutely instruction. He told me to go there. Very simple. The next one. She said to him, please explain this lesson. Okay. I think you might have understood. So what type of language function went there? Isn't it? She said to him, please explain this lesson. See, this word here indicates something request. She is going to request him, please explain this lesson. Please explain this topic. Okay, that is something requesting. Isn't it? So here, in reported speech, I used she requested. Said became requested. This is reporting verb and to is eliminated and him should be written as it is. Then to explain the lesson, the infinitive. Okay, the infinitive to explain is used here. The lesson. So very simple. When commands and requests and instructions come in sentences, you just simply write to infinitive. Okay. Next, the teacher said, don't make noise. Okay, the teacher said, don't make noise. If the children are making noise in the class, what will the teacher do? Definitely she will order. Okay. Next, then how to change this into indirect speech? The teacher ordered. I used the reporting verb as order. Okay, said became order. Because you can see the tone of the teacher is something furious like that. So she is ordering to children. Okay. The teacher ordered not to make noise. Now here you have to apply the third rule. If there is any negative instructions or a negative imperative sentences, we have to use not or not to, isn't it? The rule number 3. So as per that rule, I have used not to make noise. Okay, again I'll tell. The teacher said, don't make noise. See here, the word has come don't. It indicates negative. Okay. Such situation, the teacher ordered, I used order, not to make noise. And we don't use infinitive here. Remember, we don't use infinitives in negative imperative sentences. Next, I said to him, let's have some cool drinks. Okay. I said to him, let's have some cool drinks. So here, let word is there in this imperative sentence, right? Then how to change it into indirect speech? I suggested him. See, the said became suggested. as for the fourth rule. What does it tell? Yes. If there is a let the word in sentence, if that expresses the proposal or suggestion, we have to use should. Okay, that is the fourth rule, right? So as per that rule, I have used I suggested. This is definitely suggestion. Come, let's have some meal. Let's have some tea. Let's have some cool drinks. Okay. So such sentences indicate some suggestion. I suggested. Here I use reporting verb suggested him that, and remember this is very important thing. In such sentences, okay, if you find the word let in imperative sentence, you should use that as conjunction. Okay, we were using this that in statements, right? Yes, we were using this in statement, and again here we have to use in this type of imperative sentences that as joining word. So we have to use that, and we don't use what we call not to or infinitive in this type of sentences. Okay, you have to find this let word first in a sentence. If you find the word let, so the rules will be changed. I suggested him that, so that must be written. Then has became we, isn't it? Because has indicates plural. So I used we, and let is removed, and should be added. Should have should be written as it is, some cool drinks. Okay. So here the changing part is, here suggested I used, then the joining word that is used. Okay. Then has became we, and let word is removed, and instead of let we have to use should. Then have some cool drinks is written as it is. So in this way we can change the imperative sentences with let in this way. So I hope you understood. See, this is instruction. I used infinitive to go. This is request. I used infinitive to explain. And this is order. Okay. And this is a negative sentence. So I used not to here. Then this is the sentence with having let word. So in such sentences I used reporting verb suggested, and I added that, and should is used. So in this way we can change imperative sentences into indirect speech. And I hope you understood this. And if you like this video, share this video to friends, and do subscribe and give me thumbs up. And let's meet in the next video. Until then, keep watching, keep learning.